Hey everybody, this is Jay from American Survival. I'd like to thank you for joining me today. And in this episode, we've got a little bit of a dilemma. We've got a little small leaf and lawn garden trailer that's meant to be pulled behind a lawnmower. That's what we've been using to load down wood behind the four-wheeler and retrieve it from the woods. And the axle's pretty flimsy. So my idea is to take this junk four-wheeler and see if we can't strip it down to just the frame, remove the motor, and somehow make this this frame, this whole four-wheeler, whatever we need, into an off-road retrieval unit, so to say, for our firewood. So stay tuned, and we're going to see about tearing this thing apart, and let's see if we can make a trailer out of this. Something that's useful, as opposed to just scrap. Well, here's a little bit of an update. I got the handlebars off, and I got the front fenders off, and I'm working on unbolting part of these back fenders. Let's see. Took a regular hacksaw and pretty much made a straight cut down through there, and then just went straight across right here. Did the same thing on this side, and bobbed the fender off right there, and I was able to remove all of that right there, because the swing arm is right here, and I'm thinking the back of the box is going to be about right here. And I didn't know that these little handy dandy platforms were right there, so I might be able to figure out a way to mount the metal box to these brackets going right straight across this frame. So I don't know, depends on what it looks like when we get down in here. I guess that'll pretty much determine how this will turn out, but that's a start anyways. I got it partial tear down. Hey everybody, welcome back. As you can see, I got the most of the front end removed. Also, I got the motor and everything out of it, and I took a regular hacksaw. Where'd it go? Regular hacksaw, and for my idea, I see I made an incision there, and right back across here. So let's go ahead and pull that section off, add it to the pile of unnecessary scrap parts, and we're left with this. So my idea is to take the box off the leaf and lawn trailer and mount it right through here. Set the box right in, probably long wise, and this piece that I have right down here at the front, I'm trying to find a way to make that into the tongue sticking out, and that way there I can just put a pin in, and that'll keep it a fairly simple build, very little fabricating. So I just have to fabricate my mounts for the box to these plates, maybe something up here in the front somewhere, and then fabricate the little trailer hitch, and that should be most of the extent of the fabricating aspect of this, and then the rest of this pretty much will stay the same. I figured leaving the back end of the four-wheeler on it will give it a little character. But I don't know. This is the progress so far. And let's see what we can do with this. So I had to go ahead and remove the back fenders. And I got to noticing this is a nice platform right in through here. And quite possibly I just might be able to make some sort of either bracket or mount some sort of basket here where I can use this spot right up here that's out of the way, right above the axles. I could put the bar and chain oil in there, I could put the gas in there, I could put the chainsaw in there. So that would be beneficial. So I'd be able to have two separate boxes, one for just wood and one for the necessities. And I would never have to move the necessities out of the way of the box to be able to load it up. So I don't know, I'm kind of liking this without the back fenders. I wanted to leave them on, but I think I changed my mind, took them off. I'm going to work with this rack system, and I'm going to leave that little cover on there. I took it off to remove the chain and the brake cable, but I went ahead and put it back on because it's a pretty nifty little cover. So I guess the next step is to go ahead and fabricate the front bracket that's going to be the tongue of the trailer, and after that we should be good to go to be ready to mount the basket up top here in the back and the main wood storage box right there. So this is our leaf and lawn trailer here. It's meant to be pulled by a riding mower, and as you can see, the axles are pretty narrow, small tires, and it has a real high center of gravity, so it's extremely tippy. I had this loaded with wood, and I ended up dumping it 3 times on the way back. So hopefully this build will remedy that situation, and this will be the donor box for the middle of the trailer. Well, this is the finished product. Run into a few snags, but ended up having to cut the back wall of this because it was just a hair too big. So I had to make a couple incisions, and I've got it bolted across the bottom, and got another brace across the underneath in the front. And there's my trailer hitch. Just quick and easy. And I did away with the fenders and went with this basket. That way we can store the chainsaw, the chainsaw gas, and the bar and chain oil and everything, in the wrenches and some files and stuff. We got some straps in there, rope, whatever. But we can keep that stuff stored in there, and this is for getting our firewood out of the woods. Just nothing too fancy, but this from start to finish was a 3-day build. So now we can haul firewood, hopefully without it being so tipsy, because that was one of the problems of the other one. The center of gravity was so high over the axle that it made it top heavy. So this brought the center of gravity lower, and also it splits the weight with the rear end of the four-wheeler. So it's putting, when I got this loaded, it puts weight on the rear end also to help give it a little better traction. Because I've had problems of coming up over a little bit of a stump and not being able to pull the trailer because the rear end was just spinning. So the weight actually helps. So not too fancy. If you like this video, then give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Feel free to leave any comments down below, and until next time, y'all take care, be safe, and God bless. Thanks for watching.